next contestant. David Crisp, hunter-gatherer. Hunter-gatherer, David Crisp.
Madam Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen, I hate standing in queues. It's unnatural. It inevitably means you're going to part with money, but worse, you have to do it with other people. Unless, of course, you're an Englishman who can, by definition, form a well-ordered queue all by himself. I particularly hate queuing in supermarkets, though, don't you? Standing next to the mother with 2 delinquent preschoolers she's not allowed to smack. The dear little old lady who appears to be paying for her groceries with what looks like her life savings in coins. And the Save the Planet couple who want a trolley load of groceries packed into 2 eco-friendly bags and pity the laws of physics. Which is all a shame because I really like supermarket shopping. I know that's a shameful thing to admit to, but I do. But hey, I also like ironing. I mean, where else can you go and test your true competitive spirit but in the supermarket? That last bastion of the hunter-gatherer. My ancient ancestors pursued woolly mammoths across the frozen wastes of northern Europe, clad in animal skins, butchering carcasses with primitive Stone Age tools. I carry on that noble tradition in the sanitary conditions of my local supermarket. Clad in Ralph Lauren polo shirt, Calvin Klein jeans, Gucci loafers, Visa card in hand, I stride magnificently through the aisles. Its shelves burgeoning with goods for my choosing and enjoyment. I care not a jot for my fellow shoppers who fall beneath the wheels of my laden trolley. It's every shopper for himself. Survival of the hungriest. Now you may scoff. How can supermarket shopping compare with Ice Age 4? Indeed, there are no woolly mammoths left. Heavens knows I haven't seen a saber-toothed tiger in absolutely ages. But that doesn't mean that there aren't thrills, hazards, curiosities, frustrations to be had in the sterile aisles of Countdown. Take those trolleys, for example. 70% of them have got wonky wheels and a squeak. How's a bona fide hunter-gatherer supposed to operate with defective equipment? How would my ancestor have got on stalking a woolly mammoth with a blunt spear and a squeak? Not well. Flattened. But look, supermarket shopping is not life or death. Yes, it is. You don't shop, you don't eat, you die. It's not a social activity. People should push their trolleys around the supermarket in the same direction as me, the alpha shopper, thus avoiding that social awkwardness we all experience when trying to avoid eye contact with the same person 10 times in 10 different aisles. Which of course means that overtaking skills are highly prized by the true hunter-gatherer. Take that poor benighted couple with 6 kids under 5, moving like a swarm of locusts up the aisle, stripping the shelves bare as they go, necessitating a risky overtaking manoeuvre on my behalf, running over toes, toddlers and trolleys, well, there'll be nothing left for me to hunt together. And you know, inevitably, when you're in a busy aisle and you're looking to overtake the slow traffic, you know, the indecisive procrastinators, you come across a dear little old couple who want to read the label on everything but can't see. Who want to discuss everything they buy but can't hear. So that after 5 minutes of the blind talking to the deaf, they put the can of tuna back on the shelf and pick up another can of tuna. It starts all over again. It's kind of cute, except they park their trolleys right in the middle of the aisle and you can't overtake on the inside or the outside. I just shunt them out of the way. They probably won't notice, but if they do, blame it on the wonky wheels. Sorry, wonky wheels. What can you do? Less endearing, though, are those couples who persist in carrying out loud, pseudo-intelligent conversations with their dribbling toddler seated in the front of the trolley. As if somehow they want to impress the rest of us that Junior here actually understands what recommended daily allowance means, and can participate in the kinds of prioritisation decisions we all make on a daily basis when choosing between the Merlot and the Pinot. So, Abigail, should Mummy buy eggs from the very happy hens that get to run round outside all day in the sun? Or should we buy eggs from the very sad hens that spend all day locked up inside in small cages? Happy costs twice as much as sad, Abigail. Sad, Mummy? You can afford chocolate. True kid, a future hunter-gatherer. And yes, there's just something about beating the marketers at their own game. Securing those loss leader specials that goes to prove just how shrewd and clever I am. What a good provider, what a obsessive compulsive I am. Baked beans on special, 2 dozen cans should do it. And I don't even like baked beans. But hey, there's an earthquake coming, so I'm prepared. And I just saved $2.30. Think of the reward points. Not to mention there's 2 cents a litre of petrol when you spend $1,000 this week. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's load in some more toilet paper. You can't have too much toilet paper when the big one comes. You can always tell a hunter-gatherer. The trolley's provisioned with maximum quantity for minimum cost, whether you need it this year or not. And you know, you can tell a lot by looking at the trolleys of your fellow shoppers. Their purchases lying there all exposed to public view. Mate, what's with the hypoallergenic skin balm? Harden up. Packing a couple with 6 kids in tow afford that much alcohol. They can't, but they need it. Oh my gosh. What does an apparently single middle-aged woman want with those? Don't ask. But even after I have strode the aisles magnificently and bravely, chosen wisely and decisively, even I, the great hunter-gatherer, still has to queue. I'm reduced to nothing more than another trolley waiting for some 16-year-old to check me out. There I stand, queued, watching my melting ice cream drip rhythmically onto the floor, like sand through the hourglass, my life slipping away as I wait and wait and wait, the thrill of the hunt fading. But then I remember, oh well, I've still got the ironing to do.